The Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs. The Testament of Sha-Mi-Wan, Simeon, the second son of Jacob and Leah. The copy of the words of Sha-Mi-Wan, the things which he spake to his sons before he died. In the 120th year of his life, at which time Joseph, his brother, died. For when Simeon was sick, his sons came to visit him, and he strengthened himself and sat up and kissed them and said, "Hearken, my children, to Simeon, your father, and I will declare unto you what things I have in my heart. I was born of Jacob as my father's second son, and my mother Leah called me Sha-Mi-Wan, because Yahuwah had heard her prayer. Moreover, I became strong exceedingly. I shrank from no achievement, nor was I afraid of aught, for my heart was hard, and my liver was immovable, and my bowels without compassion. Because valor also has been given from the Most High to men in soul and body. For in the time of my youth I was jealous in many things of Joseph, because my father loved him beyond all. And I set my mind against him to destroy him, because the prince of deceit sent forth the spirit of jealousy and blinded me, so that I regarded him not as a brother, nor did I spare even Jacob my father. But his power and the power of his fathers sent forth his angel and delivered him out of my hands. For when I went to Shechem to bring ointment for the flocks, and Rehoboam, Reuben, to Dothan, were our necessaries in all our stores, Yahweh, my brother, sold him to the Ishmaelites. And when Rehoboam heard these things, he was grieved, for he wished to restore him to his father. But on hearing this, I was exceedingly wroth against Yahweh, in that he let him go away alive. And for 5 months I continued my wrathful against Yahweh. But Yahuwah restrained me and withheld from me the power of my hands. For my right hand was half withered for 7 days. And I knew, my children, that because of yourself this had befallen me. And I repented and wept, and I besought Yahuwah that my hand might be restored, and that I might hold aloof from all pollution, all envy, and from all folly. For I knew that I had devised an evil thing before Yahuwah and Jacob my father, on account of Joseph my brother, in that I envied him. And now, my children, hearken unto me, and beware of the spirit of deceit and the spirit of envy. For envy rules over the whole mind of men, and suffers him neither to eat nor to drink, nor to do anything good. But it ever suggests to him to destroy him that he envies. And as long as he that is envied flourishes, he that envies fades away. 2 years, therefore, I afflicted my soul with fasting in the reverence of Yahuwah. And I learned that deliverance from envy comes by the reverence of Yahweh. For if a man flee from Yahweh, the evil spirit runs away from him, and his mind is lightened. And henceforward he sympathized with him whom he envied, and agrees with those who love him, and so ceases from his envy. And my father asked concerning me, because he saw that I was sad. And I said unto him, I am pained in my liver, for I mourned more than they all, because I was guilty of the selling of Joseph. And when he went down into Egypt, and he bound me as a spy, I knew that I was suffering justly, and I grieved not. Now, Joseph was a good man. He had the spirit of Yahuwah within him, being compassionate and pitiful. He bore no malice against me, but loved me, even as the rest of his brethren. Beware, therefore, my children, of all jealousy Beware of all envy, and walk in singleness of heart. And with good heart, keeping in mind Joseph, your father's brother, that power may give you also grace and glory and blessing upon your heads, even as you saw in Joseph's case. All his days he reproached us not concerning this thing, but he loved us as his own soul, and beyond his own sons, glorified us, gave us riches, cattle, and fruits. Do you also, my children, love each one of his brother with a good heart, and the spirit of envy will withdraw from you. For this makes savage the soul and destroys the body. Envy causes anger. Envy causes war in the mind. Envy stirs up unto deeds of blood. Envy leads the mind into frenzy and suffers not prudence to act in men. Moreover, envy takes away sleep. Envy causes tumult to the soul. Envy causes trembling to the body. For even in sleep some malicious jealousy, deluding him, knoweth, and with wicked spirit disturbs his soul, and causes the body to be troubled, and wakes the mind from sleep in confusion, and as a wicked and poisonous spirit, so appears it to men. Therefore was Joseph comely in appearance and goodly to look upon, because no wickedness dwelt in him. For some of the trouble of the spirit, the face manifests. And now, my children, make your hearts good before Yahweh. Make your way straight before men, and you shall find grace before Yahweh and before men. Beware, therefore, of fornication. For fornication is mother of all evils, separating from Yahweh and bringing near to Beliar. For I have seen it inscribed in the writing of Grand Elder Yanak, that your sons shall be corrupted in fornication, and shall do harm to the sons of Loya, Levi, with the sword. But they shall not be able to withstand Loya, for he shall wage the war of Yahweh, and shall conquer all your hosts, and they shall be few in number, divided in Loya and Yahwadah. And there shall be none of you for sovereignty, even as also our father prophesied in his blessings. Behold, I have told you all things, that I may be acquitted of your sin. Now, if you remove from you your envy and all stiff-neckedness, as a rose shall my bones flourish in Yasharal, and as a lily shall my flesh flourish in Jacob. And my odor shall be as the odor of Libanus, and as cedars shall holy ones be multiplied from me forever, and their branches shall stretch afar off. Then shall perish the seed of Canaan, and a remnant shall not be unto Amalek. And all the Cappadocians shall perish, and all the Hittites shall be utterly destroyed. Then shall fail the land of Ham, and all the people shall perish. Then shall all the earth rest from trouble, and all the world rest under heaven from war. The mighty one of Yasharal shall glorify Shem. For the Most High power shall appear on earth and save the sons of men. Then shall all the spirits of deceit be given to be trodden underfoot, and men shall rule over wicked spirits. Then shall I arise in joy, and will bless the Most High because of his marvelous works. Because Yahweh has taken a body and eaten with men and saved men. And now, my children, obey Loya. Obey Yahwadah, and be not lifted up against these two tribes. For from them shall arise unto you the salvation of Yahweh. For Yahweh shall raise up from Levi, as it were, a high priest, and from Yahweh, as it were, a king. God and man. He shall save all the Gentiles and the race of Yasharal. Therefore, I give you these commands, that you also may command your children, that they may observe them throughout their generations. And when Simeon had made an end of commending his sons, he slept with his fathers, being 120 years old, and they laid him in a wooden coffin to take up his bones to Hebron. And they took them up secretly during a war of the Egyptians. For the bones of Joseph the Egyptian guarded in the tombs of the kings. For the sorcerers told them that on the departure of the bones of Joseph, there should be throughout all the land darkness and gloom, and an exceeding great plague to the Egyptians, so that even with a lamp a man should not recognize his brother. And the sons of Sha-Mi-Wan bewailed their father, and they were in Egypt until the day of their departure by the hands of Moshe. Yah Shalom.